Hello, sports fans. I am back. I stepped away for a few days after the Super Bowl. I had promised myself that I would take a break from content creating, and I did. Sometimes you need a mental break, but I'm back. I'm back now. I'm ready to create more sports content for the fan. Social media is going absolutely nuts over Steve Wilks getting fired. That is nuts, okay? I was shocked over his dismissal. I was very, very flabbergasted by the whole firing. This man can't catch a break. It's starting to feel like wherever he goes, and if hope goes awry, he's scapegoated. The 49ers diminished exactly at the wrong time, lost in heartbreaking fashion, fell victims to the Chiefs, and the guy without a job, the man who is paying the price, is Steve Wilks. I'm absolutely disgusted by San Francisco firing Wilks 3 days after the teams lost in the Super Bowl. Many in the NFL world know this was a raw deal and simply don't call it for what it is, because anytime something did go wrong for the Niners, Wilks received unjustified blame. You can't make him the fall guy for the entire outcome of the game. Personally, I feel Wilks is less blameful and believe Kyle Shanahan is culpable for the 49ers' latest Super Bowl collapse. Don't blame Brock Purdy. He played well. 0 turnovers. Don't blame Christian McCaffrey either. He fumbled but made up for it. McCaffrey gained 160 yards and scored a touchdown. If Kyle Shanahan is to ever win anything as the 49ers head coach, he needs to look long and hard at himself in the mirror. Don't lie blame on Wilks. It's always fascinating to see what spin it's always fascinating to see who he blames, who he places the blame on, other than himself. I'm surprised by the decision, and I think this is a bad look by Shanahan to part ways with Wilks. I'm struggling to understand why Wilks is out as the 49ers defensive coordinator despite holding Patrick Mahomes to 19 points in Super Bowl regulation. Shanahan's decision to fire him feels weird. Steve Wilks is being scapegoated, folks. This is absolutely wild to me, but somebody had to be the fall guy, and unfortunately it's Steve Wilks. Painting this brother as the fall guy when it was clearly the head coach and his inability to win the big game is absolutely puzzling to me. There comes a time where you have to turn the mirror upon yourself. You're this offensive mind, this creator on offense, a mastermind, if you will, and yet your team only ran the ball 5 times in the second half? That's not on the defense. That's not defense. What did Shanahan's offense do in great field position? They didn't score. They did absolutely nothing. Steve Wilks' defense had an interception on Patrick Mahomes to open the third quarter and kept the Niners in the game. This was the top 3 ranked defense in the National Football League. They get to the postseason, and I understand the defense struggled a bit. The defense, gave up a lot of big plays, chunk yards. I get it. You were going against Jordan Love. You had to face a Detroit Lions team that's loaded offensively, and San Francisco had to come back from a nice deficit to win that championship game. And even though Patrick Mahomes went down the field, game-tying field goal, overtime, game-winning touchdown, to cap a breathtaking finish. I think San Francisco's defense played considerably well. They played well. Collectively over the course of 60 minutes, Steve Wilks' defense dominated. They kept them in the game. So damn, I mean, I feel bad for this brother because he keeps getting screwed everywhere. He keeps getting screwed over. You know, and let's talk about Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan is known to blow big leads, right? He's known to blow big games. He's been in situations like this before. So it's nothing new. Shanahan has made it to the Super Bowl 3 times. 3 times. Once as an offensive coordinator with the 2016 Atlanta Falcons and twice as a head coach with the 2019 and 2023 San Francisco 49ers. Those 3 trips to the NFL's final level has resulted in Shanahan being responsible for 3 of the largest blown leads in Super Bowl history. But I get it. You know, you as a leader, you have the right to look elsewhere. You know, you have a right to change things if things are not working out. And yes, you can fire a guy and hire a new defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator. But a lot of this falls on Shanahan. And Shanahan is not, is not looking at the bigger picture here. It's not always your assistants or the people that's around you or the personnel that you put around you. Sometimes it's you. And in this situation, it is Shanahan. He should be blaming himself for this loss, not Steve Wilks. Steve Wilks had nothing to do with this. Steve Wilks' defense did everything they needed to do to try to give this team a chance to pull it out in the end, and the offense simply didn't do enough because Shanahan, for whatever wild reason, for whatever strange reason, decided not to run the football anymore. When you have damn near the best running back in the NFL, if not the best running back, and what do? You decide not to run the football. That's on Kyle Shanahan. That's not on Steve Wilks. But I hope Steve Wilks finds another job. He will definitely find another job someplace else in the NFL, and I think he'll do well. But yeah, that was my next topic. I wanted to dive in on that because I know people have been talking about it, and few people have asked me questions during my time away from content creating, and I thought I would break it down for you guys and give you guys my thoughts and my take on it. And that's my take on the whole situation. I think once again, Steve Wilks was done dirty in the end, and hopefully something better comes for him. But take care, everyone. I gotta go. It's been fun chatting. We'll talk very soon. Peace.